Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shivasadiyo Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Vallabha Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Devi Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Gaura Premanandi. Jaya Om Vishnupadaya Paramahamsa Parivarakhracharya Astotara Abhaya Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. ISKCON Founder-Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri 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 Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki Jai. Shri 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 Gaurnitai ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Bala Bhagwan ki Jai. Shri Narasingha Bhagwan ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, 8th canto, chapter 22, entitled Bali Maharaja Surrenders His Life, text number 25. Yada kadachet jivatma Yada kadachet jivatma samsaran nija karmabhi samsaran nija karmabhi nana yonishu anishoyam Nana yonishi anushoyam Paurishim gatim avrajat Paurishim gatim avrajat Yada kadachet jivatma Yada kadachet divatma samsaran nija karmabhi samsaran nija karmabhi nana yonishu anishoyam nana yonishi anushoyam Paurishim gatim avrajat Paurishim gatim avrajat Yada kada jivatma Nana yonishu anushoyam Paurisham gatim abrajat Yada kadache jivatma Mataji? Yada Paurishim gatim agraja Yada kadache jivatma We'll see the word-to-word meaning. Yada, when. Kadachit, sometimes. Jivatma, the living entity. Samsaran, rotating in the cycle of birth and death. Nija karmabhi, because of his own fruitive activities. Nana yonishu, in different species of life. Anisa, not independent, completely under the control of material nature. I am this living entity. Paurisham gatim, the situation of being human. Avrajat, wants to obtain. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Translation. While rotating in the cycle of birth and death, again and again, in different species, because of his own fruitive activities, the dependent living entity, by good fortune, may happen to become a human being. This human birth is very rarely obtained. So we'll repeat the translation. While rotating in the cycle of birth and death, again and again in different species, because of his own fruitive activities, the dependent living entity, by good fortune, may happen to become a human being. This human birth is very rarely obtained. Purport, short one, by Srila Prabhupada. Let's listen attentively. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is fully independent. Thus, it is not always a fact that a living being, loss of all opulence, is a sign of the Supreme Lord's mercy upon him. The Lord can act any way He likes. He may take away one's opulence or He may not. There are varieties of forms of life, and the Lord treats them according to the circumstances as He chooses. Generally, it is understood that the human form of life is one of the great responsibility. Purusha prakritisto bhunkte praktijan gunan karanam guna sangasya sad asatyoni janmasu. This is from Bhagavad Gita 13.22. The living entity in material nature follows the ways of life, enjoying the three modes of nature. This is due to his association with the material nature. Thus, he meets with the good and the evil amongst various species. After thus rotating through many forms of life in the cycle of birth and death, the living being gets a chance for a human form. Therefore, every human being, especially one belonging to a civilized nation or culture, must be extremely responsible in his activities. He should not risk degradation in the next life, because the body will change. Tatra dehantra praptir. We should be extremely careful to see the proper use of life is a purpose of Krishna consciousness. So this is the sentence which attracted me, and our lecture will be based on this today. Yeah? Again I repeat, to see the proper use of life is a purpose of Krishna consciousness. The foolish living entity declares freedom from all control, but factually he is not free at all. He is fully under the control of material nature. He must therefore be most careful and responsible in the activities of life. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahim Dadatisva Padantikam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Welcome all to this Sunday morning Śrīmad Bhāgavatam class. Hare Krishna. Okay, we'll start. So, we'll have a quick review of what's happening. Yeah? Bali Maharaj, one of the Mahajans, accepted Lord Vamanadev's request for 3 steps of land. Okay? He accepted that. Yes. Through the lecture, we are going to see how Bali Maharaj accepted that through lot of deliberations. What all did he think? Okay? He thought about 10 points. Very important. It's audible? 10 points. Okay? We are going to talk on this shortly. Now, through the first and the second step. Now, when Vamanadev came to see Bali Maharaj, he was like a small boy, like you, yeah? Very small Brahmin boy. So Bali Maharaj said, fine, you can ask me more. But the Lord said, don't worry, I'm a Brahmin, I'm satisfied with 3 pieces of land. Then, once when Bali Maharaj accepted the offer, yes, I'm going to give you, then the Lord, what did he do? He expanded himself. And through the first step, he occupied the lower planetary system. Through the second step, he occupied the upper planetary system. And Bali Maharaj had nothing to give now. It is said that a person is more important than his possession. Yeah? So therefore, Bali Maharaj thought, what can I give? Whatever possessions I've given, whatever possessions I had, I've already given. I don't have anything. So better, I'll give myself. Because I am more greater than my possession. And therefore, he told the Lord, you can place your 3rd step on my head. And that is what I'm giving myself in charity. So this is how the story goes. Now, when Bali Maharaj gave this promise, and as soon as Lord saw that he could not give 3 pieces of land, right? Through the first step, he occupied the lower. Second step, he occupied the higher. Before he could give the third step, the Lord was saying, Bali, you're supposed to give me 3 pieces of land, but you gave me only 2. You failed in your promise. And therefore, I'm going to arrest you. Because you did not fulfill your promise. And therefore, he was arrested by Varuna, one of the Lord's agent. At that time, Prahlad Maharaj appeared. Who is Prahlad Maharaj? Appeared, and he was glorifying the Lord. See, the grandson is in difficulty. So, Prahlad Maharaj came and glorified the Lord. Lord, it is because of you that Bali Maharaj got deliverance by just taking out his position, but in a tricky way. Right? As he was glorifying, Lord Brahma also appeared. And then Bali Maharaj's wife, Vindhya Devi, all of them were praying to the Lord. Okay? Now what they were saying is, oh Lord, Bali Maharaj has already given whatever he has got. Okay, he's got nothing. And he's still saying that he's going to offer himself to you. Then why do you harass him? Please be kind to him. So this is a request by Brahma and Vindhya Devi, but Prahlad Maharaj, being the grandfather, did not say anything. He was glorifying the Lord. Okay? So this is a situation. So then, what happened when the prayer has finished? The Lord is speaking. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is speaking that. He spoke the previous verse, which is 24. What did he say? The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Lord Brahma, because Brahma is requesting, Lord, be kind to him. Yeah? You've already taken his position. Come on. Relax. Okay, for that, Lord is answering. My dear Lord Brahma, because of the material opulence, a foolish person becomes dull-witted and mad. Thus, he has no respect for anyone within the 3 worlds and defies even my authority. To such a person, I will show special favor by first taking over all his possessions. Okay? So if you are maddened by opulence and you don't respect the Lord properly, then this is a punishment. Lord will say, sooner or later, I'm going to take all that. And then, in this verse, Lord is continuing. While rotating the cycle of birth and death, again and again in different species, because of his own fruitive activities, the dependent living entity, by good fortune, may happen to become a human being. This human birth is very rare. There is a prayer by Govinda Dasa Kaviraja. What is that, Prabhu? What is that prayer? Bhajahu re mana Shri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare Durlabha Manava Janama Sange Tarohoye Bhava Sindure. Beautiful song. You know the meaning of that is, oh mind, he's saying, oh mind, just worship the lotus feet of Krishna, Nanda, the son of Nanda, which makes one fearless. Having obtained the rare human birth, cross over this ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly people. Association of saintly people is so important. Through that only we can escape this material world. On our own, it's not possible at all. Okay? So, the goal of human form of life is what? As Srila Prabhupada says, the goal is to get Krishna consciousness. Yeah? That is a goal. Then only we can get out. The goal of human form of life. Can you give a mat for me? So the goal of human form of life is to not make money, yeah, or to get a PR. The goal is to get Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna Maharaj. So I didn't expect you to. Is Krishna consciousness. So, as Maharaj pointed out yesterday, Bali Maharaj is an example of the last stage of devotion service, Atma Nivedanam, which means complete surrender. See, for us, in Krishna consciousness, some surrender is okay. Little bit here and there, right? Full surrender. 100% surrender means it is not our call. Yeah? What is this? Little bit surrender here and there we can do. But full surrender, how can we do? Yeah? That is always our dilemma, isn't it? But here is an example that Bali Maharaj is an example of full surrender. And sometimes we see someone may lose a property or family members or whatever, property or job or something, but they accept that as a karmic action. Okay, it is my karma, I have to lose. Ragu is changing position from 9th house to 10th house, and therefore I am destined to lose my job. Okay, Shani is acting on me, Shani Bhagavan. So therefore, it is reasonable. But to voluntarily give money to Krishna, how is it possible? Yeah, I give when I feel like, okay? But don't force on me. So this is a mentality we have got. So we have got a long way to go. Yeah? Voluntarily give to Krishna. It's a very big stop. Yes, it is a big step. Yeah? Okay. Now, we see in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam and also in real stories that how many devotees have surrendered to Krishna fully. Yeah? Srila Prabhupada himself. So once in America, when Srila Prabhupada was just starting this mission, okay, one young hippie boy, anyone young here? One young hippie boy came to Srila Prabhupada. Yeah? And he was so much impressed with Srila Prabhupada, our Founder-Acharya. He's there. He's still there. So he was so much impressed that what he did was, he went home. In the next couple of days, he sold all his property, which is worth about 25,000 back in those days. Can you imagine? 25,000 US dollars in those days. He took that money and gave it to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, please take it. I'm so impressed. This is surrender. Okay? Then what Srila Prabhupada did was, thank you very much. You know that, Mataji? Guess you're smiling, so. Anyone knows this? Yeah. So Srila Prabhupada said, thank you very much for your donation. Then he showed the first canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Beautiful book, This guy was saying that, okay. He thought Srila Prabhupada is giving him. He said, you want this book? He said, yes, $5. Then everyone was looking at Srila Prabhupada. Then this guy, so interested. Then already he gave $25,000. So he searched all his pocket. Okay, please take this, Swamiji, $5. He took it. Then he said, I'm leaving. He left. Then all the disciples were asking Prabhupada, what is this? This is something like the story of Krishna only, Vamandev only. Yeah, already Bali Maharaj is going to give, and on top of that he arrested. So Srila Prabhupada said, they said to Srila Prabhupada, what is this? He has already given 25,000 to you, and that $5, that book you could have given as a donation. Srila Prabhupada looked at them, smilingly he said, that is fundraising, this is book distribution. Both are separate. I don't want to mix it. Okay? So this is the humorous attitude of Srila Prabhupada too. Okay, now, our Acharya, one of the Acharya, that is Sanatana Goswami, in where did he say that, Prabhu? In Sanatana Goswami, about the process of surrender. Not Bhaktivedanta Sindhu. Anyway, he said Saranagati has got 6 limbs, okay, or 6 aspects. Okay, we are going to talk that, and quickly we are going to a different area. Okay, just I need to mention this to move on with the lecture. Now, what are the 6 limbs? Bhakti Vilas, I think. Yeah. Sorry, Prabhu. Bhaktivedanta expanded on this, but initially it was written by Sanatana Goswami in his Bhakti Vilas. Hari Bhakti Vilas. Sorry. Thank you, Prabhu. Hari Bhakti Vilas, Sanatana Goswami explained this Saranagati, and Bhaktivedanta Thakur expanded on that. So what are the 6 components? Okay, the 6th component is Anukulyasya Sankalpa, Pratikulya Varjanam, Rakshishyatiti Vishwaso, Goptritvi Varanam Tata, Atma Nikshepa, and Karpanya. So Anukulyasya Sankalpa is accepting everything which is favorable to Krishna. Pratikulya Varjana means rejecting everything which is unfavorable to Krishna. Then Rakshishyatisi Vishwaso, that means accepting Krishna as our protector. Goptritvi Varanam Tata means accepting Krishna as our maintainer. Atma Nikshepa means giving everything to Krishna. Whatever we have got, our possession, try to give. And Karpanya means humility, and that too, what it says is, there's a special word here, giving up the pride of having surrendered. See, one may surrender or give charity, but you should not have the pride that, yes, I've surrendered. I have given so much to Krishna. Even that should not be there also, because it's a hindrance to pure love. Okay. Now, practically, let us understand what is Sharanagati. Sharanagati means top priority. That is what we have to see. In short. So what do we mean by that? What we mean is, we have got so many priorities, okay? Like, for example, job is a priority. Family is a priority. Yeah? Social life is a priority. Everything is a priority. Yeah? Because they're all part of sadhana bhakti. We cannot say, because I'm a devotee, I don't want my family. Yeah? Because I'm a devotee, I live in the temple, I don't go for job. Yeah? They're all means of sadhana bhakti for a devotee. And therefore, choosing the priority is so important. So the priority should be Krishna consciousness. Because we have to remember that we are doing sadhana bhakti. Yeah? So the priority comes into the picture. And we see that throughout the life, we have so many priorities, and the priorities keeps changing as we grow from the birth till the death. Isn't it? The priority keeps changing. Now today, we are going to see some of the priorities, from birth to death in terms of www.com. So what is it? So therefore, please tune in. Don't go away. Maharaj, you know this man? No, you. Okay. So, in the student life, our www.com is what? What do you do in the student's life? Education. Education means in India, I'm talking in India, okay? Because I studied in India. What do you do in India? Write. Write. When you are a student. .com. That is what we have to do. Simply write. Because we have to write exam. If you don't write exam, we will fail. And if we don't pass, then no job. And therefore, writing. Now, as an adult, what is www.com? Was very good. Work. That will lead to what? www. What is that? Wealth.com. Because as you get money, you want to invest in shares. Yeah? And therefore. Now, when you get married and when you become a family man, what is your www? Wife.com. Now, when problems comes into your life, Yeah. Why problem come? Why did problem come? I'm such a nice person. Why did problem come to me? So what we'll do, a materialistic people will take shelter in www.com. What is that? Wine. For a devotee, divine. When we become old, we regret. Oh, we had such a wonderful life. What is a www? Weep, cry. Because we have lost such a wonderful life, we did not do anything. So, if we observe, our life is always changing, different priorities. Yeah? Priorities keeps changing. But throughout that life, what is that important priority that we have to adopt or we have to adhere to? What is that priority? Yes, that is what is important. That is Saranagati. Yeah? That Krishna, surrender to Krishna at our all stages should not be left at any cost. Yeah? Okay. Now, what do an intelligent person does? Throughout his life, his priority is always Krishna consciousness. And how does one achieve that? It's a step, it's a process. It doesn't pop up like that. One fine day, I got up on the 9th of February and I got this. It doesn't work like that. We have to have a process. And how do you achieve? By placing priorities in different stages of your life. How do we do that? By decision making. Same thing happened to Bali Maharaj. What happened was, Bali Maharaj, on one side, his guru is telling him, this is Lord Vishnu. Don't give any money. Don't give your position. But Bali Maharaj is a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. So he knows. Yeah, they come from the hereditary, the legacy of giving charity. And therefore he knows, no, I must also give charity. I can't be, stingy. I must give because this is a legacy. And therefore he was stuck in a dilemma, to give or not to give. Should I give my position to Vamandev or no? Is my guru correct or not? Always running in his mind. What should I do? What should I do? So what did Bali Maharaj do at that time? This is described in chapter 20 of the same canto. What did he do? He was in deliberation. He was thinking. He did not just say, yes. He did not do that. He was deliberate, thinking. So he took some time off and he was thinking before he could answer. Yeah? So what was the deliberation? That's what we are thinking. That comes by decision making. Now, we see that the deliberation, and then we'll talk a little bit about decision making. Now, the deliberation he had was 10 points he was thinking. Yeah? Before giving his possession to Vamandev. What is the first one? He said, I want to give up all my possession because that is my priority in life. See the priority? My priority is to give everything to the Lord. That's the first one. Second, he said, I am a grandson of Prahlad. He was deliberating this. So the legacy of giving and surrendering must continue. And therefore, I will surrender to Vamandev. The third thing he said, I don't want to increase the burden of this world by speaking a lie. The lie is such a burden. I don't want. I have already promised, let me give. Let my guru say something. No, I want to stick on to the truthfulness. I will give. The fourth one he said, I am scared of displeasing a Brahmana or Brahmana boy. No, I cannot displease any Brahmanas. Then, fifth he said, everything will be taken at the time of death. So what is a big deal in hanging on to that? We have to relinquish everything. And he gives an example, two great examples of Maharaj Sibi and Dadachi. Maharaj Sibi, he gave his life just for a pigeon. Do you know the story? The demigods came. One as a pigeon, another one, Indra came as an eagle, I think, and some other Agni, someone came as a pigeon. They were fighting in front of Sibi, who comes in the Raghu dynasty, Ishvaku dynasty. And they were fighting, and the eagle was trying to hold this pigeon and trying to eat in front of Maharaj Sibi. Then Sibi saw that. He said, "Eagle, what do you want? Flesh. I'll give you some of the flesh." He said, "No, I want only from this pigeon." He said, "Leave that pigeon." He said, "Are you willing to give your flesh to me? Then I'll leave." He said, "Yes, how much you want?" Then, as you know, he's Indra. So he said, "Okay, give me the flesh equivalent to my weight." This somewhere we saw this story. Some flesh and all that in one novel. What is it? Which novel is it? You heard about it? Someone has to give some pound of flesh and all that. Yeah, something like that. See, this is again a copy of this. Whatever the material world, it's a copy of the spiritual scriptures. Yes, Mataji? Correct, no? They're asking, Julia, whatever maybe. Someone gave the flesh. He said, "No, I want that without blood," and all that, something. Anyway, so Sibi said, and then Indra as an eagle was there, and Sibi Maharaj put little bit flesh there. And as you know, it was not at all going down. Then finally Sibi Maharaj has to sit on that balance, and then it went down. It was balancing. Then Indra said, "Yes, you have to give your whole flesh to me." Sibi Maharaj said, "Take it. Take it. You want my flesh? Take it." So this is the charity they did. The whole body they gave. And Dadachi is a big Maharaj. It's a saint. He gave his bones, isn't it? Bones in the fight of Vitrasura, if I'm right. Yeah, he gave that. But Thunderbolt, to make thunderbolt, to kill Vitrasura. Now, if someone comes and asks us, "Can you give your liver or your kidney?" What would be our reaction? I'm just asking this question. Please don't give me the answer. Just think about it. One devotee is suffering. He's going to die. You have got 2 kidneys. Can you give 1 kidney to him? Okay? Don't give me the answer. Think. Okay. Those days it happened. Okay? Now we can't expect in Kali Yuga. Then, in the 6th point, he said, when a person dies, everything goes away, but the reputation is still there. Yeah? Sibi Maharaj, we are talking today. Why? He had a reputation. So the reputation stays on. Therefore, I want to have the reputation of giving all my wealth to this young, beautiful Brahmana. 7th, he said, it's a great opportunity for me to give my whole body as a donation to Krishna. Yeah? We can give $2 donation, $5, maximum, take $101. Leave me alone. That we can give. But I want to have the good fortune of giving my entire body as a donation to Vamanadev. That is why it's full surrender. I don't want to miss this opportunity because this is a wonderful opportunity for me. Once in a lifetime, opportunity. Just give it to him. Then, I want to give charity to a Brahmin boy because it is auspicious and I want blessings also. By giving charity, I always get blessings. Why not I get blessings from him? 9th, he said, Guru Maharaj, you told me that the duty of Varnashrama is to worship Lord Vishnu. And now you are saying, back out. Is this proper? It's not correct, isn't it? We have to always worship Vishnu. And the 10th one he says, very moving, he says, Oh Lord, whether you arrest me or you kill me, I don't want to retaliate with you. I don't want to fight with you. I want you to make a residence in my heart, Lord. Can you come and live in my heart? That was his mood. But what did the Lord do? He said, fine, I become a gatekeeper only to you. Why heart? Heart also, gatekeeper also. So this is Krishna's reciprocation. If the Lord comes and lives in my heart, it's a big victory for me. What do you want? Yeah? Do you want anything? It's a big victory. So therefore, I will donate everything to Krishna, including my life. That's what I did. Yeah? So, I am not like Maharaj, okay? I have to refer to my notes. He can speak because everything is in his head. But my head, nothing is there, only in the paper. And therefore, please excuse me. So, in this way, when Bali Maharaj accepted to give, Lord was very, very happy. It is said that Supreme Personality was very happy with the behavior. And do you think that even Radha Vallabha should be happy with each one of our behavior also? Yeah? So we should conduct ourselves in such a way that Radha Vallabha is also happy with each one of us. He will be happy. Yeah? But we have to conduct ourselves. Okay. So, right decision in the life is so important. We know how many people have made wrong decisions. Yeah? People have made and regretted for making wrong decision. Like how? In choosing a wrong university. Oh, I should have gone to Melbourne Uni. Why did I go to Deakin University? After finishing the graduation. And then, some people might say, wow, I have done a wrong degree. Yeah? I should have become a doctor, but I studied economics. I've lost. Now I'm going to become a doctor. You know, wrong decision. Then, wrong job. Yeah? Many people, yeah? Wrong job, they go into wrong job. Then, wrong partner to go further. After 7 years when they divorce, oh, you are not my choice. After 7 years. And then they marry some other lady. Then divorce. Again, 21st year, marry some other lady. Then they'll say, my first wife was better than any of these three. By the time 28 years have gone. Wrong decision. And then wrong investment. I should have put in that shares because it's going up. Why did I not get it? Why did not Krishna as Paramatma prompt me? I am a devotee for 10 years. Yeah? This is not fair. You should have simply given a hint to know Krishna. Yeah? Wrong decision. So, the decision making is so important. Okay? And for that, the scriptures say 3 things influence decision making. What are the 3 things? 3 things influence our decision making. Scriptures say, I am not saying. The first one is Sukriti. The pious deeds you have done in the previous birth, that will help you out to make good decision. Very important. That's what, even in this verse, Krishna says, the Supreme Personality says that you need piety to get a human form. You will not get a human form just like that, which is very rare. 8.4 million species of life one has to go through finally to get a human form. And after getting human form, I got PR in Australia, and I don't want Krishna consciousness. I achieved my human form of life. Goal of human form. Yeah? So we should not be foolish. Krishna himself is saying. So, decision making. So the first one is Sukriti. Good birth. Good piety you should do. Piety. If not Krishna conscious, do charity. Nice piety, good work. Then, second thing is Viveka. You should have a sharp intelligence like Maharaj. That is Viveka. Yeah? Discriminate between good and bad. Sharp intelligence you should have. Then you can take decision making. Discrimination. Very sharp intelligence. And third one is, what is the third one? All of you know that. Without that we cannot survive. Mercy. For everything, mercy is important. Without mercy, we can't do anything. My hand is going up and coming down. How it is going? I am thinking, hand go up, come down. Go up, come down. How is it happening? motor reaction. This is all inbuilt in our system. This is a power given. Some of the people cannot even raise their hand. Do you know that? They can't do like this. This is all gift of the God. How? I'm thinking, hand come down, it's coming down. How it's all done? Miraculously it is done. So this is what is a mercy of Krishna. We are able to talk nicely. Walk, chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. All possible just by the mercy of Lord. So that is the topmost priority. So therefore, as a devotee, we should try to get the mercy of the Lord and to organize everything such that the priority is Krishna consciousness throughout our life. That's what we have to learn. And how do we get that? How do we get that? Any Gujarati here? Prabhu, Maharaj is Gujarati. But still, I have to say what I have to say. Gujarati, they like sweet in all preparations. Yeah? Any preparation? Yes, Maharaj? They like some sweet. South Indian. We like coconuts. Chili, Prabhu. That's different South Indian. This is Krishna conscious South Indian. We like coconut in all preparations. Maharashtrians. Anyone Maharashtrian? You like peanuts in all preparations. Bengali. Any Bengali here? You like mustard seeds, no? All preparation. Why do they do that? Because they found, isn't it? Prabhu, mustard seed, peanuts, sweet, coconut. Why? Because we found a taste in that coconut. And we feel if you put coconut in all the preparation, it will be good. That's the taste we have developed. Okay? And it varies from person to person. So in the same way, if we put taste of Krishna in our activities, it will be successful. But what we fail to do is, we don't have the taste. Where to put the taste? So someone is thinking, we don't even have the taste. You're telling, put the taste of Krishna. What do you mean? What are you talking? So we have to develop the taste first. Yeah? Little bit of taste. Then, if you put the taste in all their activities, it becomes Krishna conscious. Yeah? The very reason we are struggling is, there is no taste. No taste for chanting. So therefore, chanting is no taste in our service. So, no taste in coming to temple. What is this Radha Ballabha? Every day. Yeah? Same Krishna. Tukaram Maharaj is singing. Yesterday I went to an abang. Very nice it is. Godo tuja nama, godo tuja rupa, godo tuja nama, godo tuja rupa. He's saying, Tukaram Maharaj, Krishna, your name is so sweet, your form is so sweet. I don't want to think of anything other than that, It's so sweet. He says, I can look at the Lord 24 hours. I don't want anything. I can look at some temporary object. I'll be sick and tired of that. But by looking at Krishna, my taste for you develops more and more. Anytime anyone are tired of looking Radha Ballabha, that is how Krishna reciprocates. Reciprocates Krishna. Taste. More and more we want to see. More and more we want to taste. More and more we want to talk about Krishna. More and more we want to associate devotees. Yes? That's because of the taste. If you don't have taste, what is this? Hare Krishna temple. Simply, they're talking Krishna, Krishna, and I have to wait 1 hour for the prasadam. After 1 hour only they give little bit. That is not taste. That is selfishness. I go to the temple to get something. This is not love. You have to give something, to get something. So taste, we are lacking the taste. When I say you means please forgive me, it includes me, except Maharaj, okay? All of us don't have taste. Please let us not put on a show, okay? Including myself. I can talk now. You go and ask my wife how this guy is. She will give you 2 Bhagavatam class from 10 to 11, 11 to 12. 2 Bhagavatam class she will give. I can give only 1. But about me, she will give 2 classes. So the taste, guys, taste. We develop the taste first, okay? And then we put in all the preparations. Then it will be very good. Yeah? Okay. Now, what we learn from Bali Maharaj's story, very simple. Krishna always comes very little, and he will make big and will grow bigger and bigger in our life. For us, how many of us came for a small jamun? I came from small halwa jamun. And now Krishna is growing bigger and bigger. And then look at all of us. Yeah? We are all captured. So therefore we should be careful. Yeah? He comes very small, like a dwarf, and then keeps on expands. That is what Bali Maharaj did that. So he comes as a needle and become like a plow. Bigger and bigger. So be careful, right, with Krishna, okay? When you entertain Krishna, be careful. Okay, we'll stop here for now, but still we have got 10 more minutes. I'm not going to stop. Today is Varaha appearance. Yeah? Śrīmad Bhāgavatam describes there are 2 forms of Varaga. Do you know that? Are you sure? There are 2, 2 forms of Varaga, okay? Or 2 appearances of Varaha Dev. Yes, Mataji. One is Sveta Varaha, which appeared in the reign of Swayambhuva Manu, the first Manu, and the second one is Rakta Varaha, which appeared, Prabhu, in the reign of Chaksusa, the 6th Manu. Now, Jiva Goswami says that the white or the Sveta Varaha, when it appeared, there was no fight with Hiranyaksha. Only the red Varaha had a fight with Hiranyaksha. Because at that time when the white Sveta Varaha appeared, there was the water was inundated. You know, it went to all the planets except the top 3, which is Satya, Mahar, Jana. Except the 3. All were. And the Lord has to come and, don't ask me details, okay? This is what is mentioned. And the Lord has to come and take the earth. So in the Rakta Varaha, which appeared in the Chakshush Manu, that is where the pastime is described by Maitreya Muni to Vidura, the 3rd canto. Rakta Varaha appears. Just quickly, we do not know how. Krishna is completely independent, right? So he can appear in any form, whatever, wherever he wants. There's no restriction to us. So the Lord appeared as a small object from the Brahma's nostrils, like a thumb, you know, so small, and then it became bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then came to Hiranyaksha, because Hiranyaksha, it is said that he was mining gold. So Srila Prabhupada, one of the purport, he says, if you take too much resources from the material energy, it will go out of orbit. So he was taking gold, it went out of orbit. That is what has been said. I read somewhere. So therefore, we have to be very careful with the material resources. If we keep on extracting, then the world will go out of orbit. Then the Lord has to come. So when Hiranyaksha had put the world out of orbit, of course the Lord has to come, because the Lord has got a special attraction, attention for Bhuma Devi, because she is one of the Lord's consort. Because in South India, we worship Lord Vishnu as he is having 2 consorts. Yes, Prabhu? Sriram Prabhu, correct? Sri Ram Prabhu is full ecstasy only. He's already, in South India, we worship Lord Vishnu with two consorts, Prabhu. Sri Devi and Bhu Devi. Sri Devi is Mahalakshmi. Bhu Devi is, the one who is the earth, the lady in charge of the earth, that is Bhu Devi. So the Lord has got to, so the Lord is always interested in Bhu Devi. So that is what it has a special attraction. So whenever the earth is in problem, the Lord is affected and He will come and rescue. Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur, our Acharya, says that Maitreya Muni gave this knowledge to Vidura because he did not explain separately. He gave only one Varaha, which is red Varaha, but although both white Varaha and red Varaha has been amalgamated and made as a one story and gave it to Vidura. That's what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying. But regardless, it's the same form. See, what we have to do is not the details, okay? The details may change. When the Lord comes, His details may change. But the principle is the same, to save the earth. That's the principle. Yeah? So like that. Last time when I went to Chennai, my place, there is a temple, Varaha temple. It's known as Nitya Kalyana Perumal. Beautiful temple, Prabhu. Beautiful temple, Maharaj. You must see that. When you go to Chennai, Nitya Kalyana Perumal, near Kovalam beach. Prabhu, have you been? Very nice. The Lord is keeping Bhuma Devi on the left side. Lord can do anything. In that temple's left side. Very nice. That is known as, that is one of the Divya Desam of Sri Vaishnava. In Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, they have got 108 temples as Divya Desam. That means where the Lord is there, and if you visit all the 108 temples of Lord Vishnu, then you are sure to go back to Godhead, to the abode of Vishnu, like that, Divya Desam. And this Nitya Kalyana Perumal, which is the Varaha Chetra, is also one of the Divya Desams, 108 temples. 108 temples. Do you remember? Srila Prabhupada also did 100 temples initially, and now it's expanding. Okay, I think people had enough of me, so therefore, I will stop here. Yeah, any questions, comments may kindly be directed to Maharaj, because you get a higher value. Mine is okay, I can give an answer. As Maharaj pointed out, the one thing I've been listening to your lecture, Maharaj, he said one of the things he liked in ISKCON devotees, they got answer for everything. Everything they got answer. So I've also got an answer, but my answer will not be up to your expectations. So kindly can I... Maharaj, devotional service should be uninterrupted.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the class. So my question is about the 3 steps of Vamana Dev. So on the first step, he took lower planetary system, and the second step, he took the higher planetary systems. So Bali Maharaj was already in one of the lower planetary system or higher planetary system. So he was already been covered. So when the third step was taken, was it his material body, because it belongs to the material world, or the spiritual body that he gave? If yes, is that correct, or how do we understand the third step here?
I think definitely this question doesn't belong to me. I think it's a different planet. Maharaj, this is a bit, you put me in... no, it says that the lower planetary system and the upper planetary system, and the Bali Maharaj was with the Lord. So therefore, it could be in a different dimension. Prabhu, sorry. Yes, sure.
I don't have that intelligence, but I'll feel like to what my understanding a little bit.
Sure.
Like, Krishna says, Atmanivedanam, like, we have our identity, mental body, spiritual body, but still we have to surrender ourselves. So when he wanted to offer himself as his Atmanivedan. He wanted to surrender himself, like not this material body, spiritual body. He wanted to surrender his willpower actually, which is
Free
additional,
will.
free
Free
will.
will.
So he wanted to surrender his free will that as a offering to the Lord. Everything is covered, that's true, but what I feel is like free will is the essence he want to offer.
Is that the... See, Srila Prabhupada explains sometimes that body can considered as Atma. You know how we have got three bodies basically, you know? Gross body, subtle body, spiritual body. Spiritual body is covered actually for us. So the subtle body is also a body, gross body is also a body. The three bodies are there. Now Srila Prabhupada in many of the lectures says Atma can be considered as a gross body. Atma also means subtle body. Atma also means our spiritual body or our soul. So therefore, because see, what is happening is, the Lord's material energy is different, spiritual energy is different. But in the material world, everything is, topsy-turvy, everything. Material and spiritual is completely combined and we got a body and soul. How it worked, how it came, we don't know. It's a big complex. Soul and body, two different reactions, two different energies of the Lord. Water and oil, it cannot mix. But Bhagavan has done it. He's put body and soul together into the complex material. So it's very difficult like that. So, what? Sorry, Prabhu? Third step. Yeah. Everything, Prabhu, combined, When Bali Maharaj means, see, we also means our spiritual body is covered, We only see, we don't even see our subtle body also. Our main thing is, we see only the, how many times we think sometimes mind intelligence, but actually we work on mainly on a gross body, isn't it? Practical, in practical sense, Sometimes we even think that the mind is also gross body like that. It goes. So, mind, intelligence, gross body, subtle body, spiritual body, all he gave it. Full surrender, Prabhu. There's nothing left for him to take back, All. Maharaj, you want to add something? Please give the mic to Maharaj. Because Maharaj may say in a different,
No, thank you. So I'm just trying to understand the question. The question is that if Bali Maharaj gave everything away and he was in that land, then where's the third step going? Like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, one thing comes to mind is, for example, Yudhishthira in the gambling match. He gives away everything, and then finally he says, I'll also gamble myself away as well. So that means his possessions and him is different. So the first step of Bali Maharaj's surrender was to give dominion over everything he had. So that's all the worlds, because the demons had conquered the demigods. So the first surrender is the surrender of everything we have. But then the third step, still he has his own free will, he has his own, as Prabhu was saying, he has his own desire, his own volition. So that third step, putting on the head, signifies that now I'm not just giving everything externally that I have, but I'm also giving my, because that's not contained within the gross elements of the universe, that's just external like that. I don't know if that helps.
Yes, Maharaj, true. Thank you, Maharaj. And it's also said that a person is more important than his possession. If I am there, I can earn money. If I am only not there, where is the question of money? So, a person is more important than his possessions. But sometimes we value our possessions more than ourselves. Isn't it? The possessions are not important. We may lose money, get it. But if we lose ourselves, if we die, so before our end, we have to be very... Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my obeisance and thank you for a very nice class with so much of conviction and clarity. My question is, you mentioned that we need to develop taste and you gave the example of food. So can you give us some tips in reality, in practicality, how do we develop that taste? Because if only we had the taste, we wouldn't be having so many issues problems for ourselves. The modes are very strong. The taste remains when I'm in service, but when I go out, the modes are so strong. So what are the do's and don'ts, some tips, so that the taste keeps increasing? Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for your good question. Srila Prabhupada says, if you want to become a smoker, you associate with a... If you want to become a drunkard, so where there is something, we have to associate. So if you want to get a taste, you should associate with the person who has got a taste, more taste than us. Then what happens? We will get it. For that, the only answer I can give is, we have to be always Krishna conscious. This is my problem, rather than saying our problem. Because what I personally think is, yesterday I did my service, Arati. Okay, my service is over, 7 to 8. Bye-bye. You know, that is there in us. Oh, I finished my rounds. Happens. Because we're still conditioned, Mataji. But answering a question, this is our conditioned nature. Unless we are like this Mataji, 24 hours energy, book distribution, Bhagavatam, like that. So we are all, low stamina people. So therefore, we, as far as possible, Mataji, we get association, like associating with Maharaj. Immediately you think, wow, I've wasted my life. I should be very serious, in Krishna conscious. What am I doing? Although we are doing, see, we are all doing to the best of our ability. But when we see someone higher than this, like Maharaj, we'll think, why should I not be like him? Like, not exactly like him. Like, I can do a little bit more, That inclination comes in. By seeing someone who's higher than you, or someone does more service, you think, can I also do like him? There's a competitive nature in us that we can utilize in Krishna consciousness by associating with a person who has got more taste than us, Mataji. Because obviously, we all are different, and someone else is definitely having more taste than us. I cannot say, I'm the best here. No. Yeah? Someone else have got other taste better than me, and the other person will have a taste, you will have a taste better than him somewhere else, like that. Is it?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prabhu. One more question. You mentioned this point about visiting the 108 Divya Desams, and at the end, I thought you mentioned if you visit the 108 Divya Desams, it is said that you go back to the abode of Vishnu. I grew up in Srirangam. I was born and brought up in the Sri Sampradaya. And this is a big trait in our family, that they start visiting this 108 Divya Desams. It's a big family tradition. And they think that now I have visited all the 108, go as far as, I think there's 1 or 2 you can't visit, but go as far as they could. And now I'm eligible to go back home, back to Godhead or whatever, abode of Vishnu, and I don't need to do anything. So can you explain this falastuti that you're talking about, that simply by visiting 108 temples, I'm not able to fathom after reading Srila Prabhupada's books, how one becomes eligible to go to the abode of Vishnu?
It's a two-way process, Mataji. Actually, we have to do our... In a relationship, see, love is a relationship, right? What we have in Krishna is a relationship. Devotee and the Lord. Now, what I understand from what you said is that the relationship is one-sided. They're not expecting the Lord, are you happy with me? If you like Lord, you take me. See, throughout Bhagavatam, we see this kind of that principle that, oh Lord, if you are happy, you take me. Have I satisfied you? I want to do more service to you. It is more focused towards the Lord. But I see, unfortunately, in other sampradaya, the focus is more on me. I will want to go. But do the Lord like you? Like, for example, when I came many years back to Melbourne, I want to go to Melbourne. I want to go, like that. So that attitude is there, I. But this is not, Krishna, he doesn't like that attitude, It should be more pleasing. So therefore, rather than our process, Mataji, what Srila Prabhupada gave us is, it's more Krishna inclined than I inclined. We don't, see, a devotee, he doesn't care about the location. It's not the location that I'm in Melbourne or Vaikunta or Goloka. It is a devotional service. What will you do after going there? Will you take every day pizza and eat in Vaikunta? I am going to do service to Krishna. I still go and sell Śrīmad Bhāgavatam in Goloka. That's Mataji's job. I still have to do arati to Krishna. Krishna will be sitting, I have to do arati. Why? Now I've done all my job. My retirement is in Vaikunta. That is not our attitude, no. Many of the people think they're like a material calculation, okay? I worked for 60 years for the government. Now it is a government job to give me pension till I die. I have been a devotee for the last 35 years sincerely. I've done everything. Now Krishna, it is your responsibility to take me and I'll be relaxing because I want to have retirement in Goloka Vrindavana. That is not our attitude. Isn't it, Mataji? We are more Krishna focused. So we want to go there also and be a devotee. So in that way, their understanding, I am not too sure about it, but our understanding is, we always want to serve Krishna, isn't it? And devotees. Obviously, devotees also. Because there we cannot say, Krishna, I will only serve you. Who is this guy? Please ask him to go, Krishna. I don't want to see him. I can't stand him. That is all in the material world. He is my enemy. Let him go to the different planet. He is my friend. Krishna keep me next to his house. Let him, allow him to buy a house next to my suburb. This lady I don't like, some other planet. Let him fail, go and send, let her be deported to India, like how Trump did for all the US citizens. So that is not our goal. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for the nice class. Prabhu, you were talking about priority. So as students, we have the responsibility of studying, doing our study at our full effort. But along the side, we also have the desire to spend our time in spiritual activities. So how do we balance these both?
So your priority is studies now. Rather than, already you know the answer, you're already doing it, but still I'm expanding on it. What happens is, typically, a student like us, devotees, they do the rounds and all that. I get some time. Don't bother me. This is my time, I want a break. And they do whatever they like. Many of the students like that, I finish my homework. Daddy, this is my time. I will be on my computer games. They'll go. But a devotee, rather than wasting the time, what you do is you sell books. You teach Krishna consciousness, you talk to your friends and all that. So that is what you're doing. That is still Krishna consciousness. So you're already balancing it. So what we should not do is, I finish my quota of devotion service today. Now let us all go for a movie. Rather than that, we'll do extra time we have got. Let us, go with the devotees for a parikrama or a teaching or Harinama distribution. Now I've distributed the books. Let me go on Harinama distribution. You're all doing that. So that is the best way to do. And that is a balance.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Just in yesterday afternoon's program, Maharaj gave 2 points regarding this because the whole session was about balancing. And 2 points that Maharaj gave because the number of questions came from the youth. And he said 2 points. First thing is, he said, whatever we are doing, if that is going to help us in Krishna consciousness, that is also a spiritual activity. So for the youngsters, he said, you're going to study because that study is also going to help you further Krishna consciousness in the future. So that is also a spiritual
Because
activity.
you're going to get a job.
So don't think of that as a material activity. So that was one point he said. And the second point I remember that he said is, for most of us who are coming into Krishna consciousness later in our life, we've got all other priorities and we are trying to fit Krishna consciousness into it and try to change. But for you, you have the opportunity to put Krishna consciousness first and set all your other things around. So you can think in that fashion, so that put Krishna consciousness first and set around, so that way it will make it easier for you. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu, not to be mistaken, she's already doing everything. I know. And she's just asking a question to test my intelligence, basically. Whether I'm giving a right answer or not. But whatever you say, she's already doing that, Prabhu. Because we've been seeing her here. Yeah. So that is why, so. No, correct. That is true, Prabhu. Thank you very much. But in a particular case, she is pakka. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. So what we'll do, Prabhu, I'll take your questions offline, if you don't mind, while taking prashadam or something. Sorry, Prabhu, because time. We have to have a time schedule, Sorry. Gantara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nithai Gaura Premanande. Oh, Prabhu, Maharaj did speak about priorities, eh?
Yeah, yesterday in
See,
the
it is
afternoon.
Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Vihari Jaya Giridharadhari Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Radha Ramana Hari